Hello and welcome to Motion Time. Today I'm gonna show you how to make new kinetic text in Apple Motion. So let's start. My project settings 1920 by 1080 with the frame rate of 23.98 frames and the duration of 5 seconds. Here on my group, I have two items. I have a background and I have a text. So the text is default 00. Next thing we need to do is we need to group this. So Command Shift G, and then let's gonna rename it as source. Then after that, we're gonna replicate this 4 times. Let's turn off our source. Then after that, let's add a camera. So add object camera, switch to 3D. Then this 4 clone layer, we're gonna make a box out of here, out of them. But first, let's rename them as front, top, back, and bottom. So this top, we're gonna change the X to -90 and then adjust the Y. So let's change first the active camera to perspective. So we have this. Let's get a closer look. Then adjust the Z position. We need to adjust the back. So adjust the Z position also. Okay. And then we need to rotate this. So let's set it to X again, -90. Oh, not -90. Okay, 180. Then we need to change also the bottom part. Then after that, this 4 clone layer, we need to group them. Command Shift G. And then after that, we need to take a look first on our clone, like the top view. Okay. And then we need to add a spin behavior for the rotation. So go to behaviors, basic motion, spin. Then axis to X. Then spin rate may be 150. So if we click this one, we can go back to our perspective view. And let's see. Okay, this one we need to rotate this. Then we need to colorize the top and bottom. Let's go to filters, color, colorize, remap black to white and white to black. Let's do that for our bottom. So we have now a contrast between the top and bottom, top and front and back and bottom. Either way, there's a contrast now. Then go to active camera again. Then this group, we need to replicate this. So press L on your keyboard. Oh, my mistake. Let's delete this one. So this group, we need to put it inside a new group. Command Shift N. And then put it like this and change the name to rep source. Okay. So one reason why we need to group this is because, okay, I'm gonna go back, undo. So we have this group, right, with a spin behavior applied. If we replicate this now, so press L on your keyboard. So here is my replicator. If we play or press spacebar on our keyboard, you will notice that you will have this choppy or it doesn't rotate at all. So that's the reason why we need to put it on a group again. So let's delete that. Let's go back to our group from earlier. Let's put it now in a new group, Command Shift N. Then this group, let's rename it as a rep source. Then let's replicate it now. Then put or drag this replicator group back to the main group. Let's rename it as a rep Then here on the replicator, change the shape to line, and then adjust your start point X and end point X. Okay, then if we press play, so we have this. Then the next step is, let's just duplicate this. Command D and then this new replicated or this duplicate replicator. Let's adjust the Z or rotate the Z, whatever. Let's replicate it again. Then rotate your Z. So if we press play on our keyboard, we have this. Then another thing is, or another way, so let's turn off this duplicated replicator. So this rep main source, let's replicate this again. So press L on your keyboard. Then drag this replicated group again inside the main group. Here on the replicator, arrangement, change it to random fill. Then angle randomness, you can adjust it like this. Then you can also click 3D, no problem. So after that, we have now this more randomized kinetic lines. You can also play around with the size of the rectangle, however you like. So it's up to you. So let's turn this up. Then just turn on the 3. So we have now this one. So let's rename this as T1. So this group is T1. So next thing, or the text 2, is let's just duplicate this T1. Command D. Let's turn up T1. Let's rename it as T2. Then here on T2, then the next step is really easy. Go to filters, go to distortion and twirl. Then you just adjust this twirl and amount. So you have another look. So this is T2 already. Quite easy, right? Next, let's make it T3 only using this. So let's duplicate T2 again. Let's rename it as T3. Let's go back to our first frame. This group, let's add a bump map filter. So go to filters, distortion, bump map. And then let's make a new group, command shift N. So let's add a clouds generator. Generators, or I mean add object, generators, then clouds. Then let's adjust the first, second, third to 0. The horizontal scale to around a lower number and vertical scale to a higher number, maybe around this one. Yeah, maybe this one is okay. So play around. Here on the bump map, we need to drag the clouds inside this. So let's drag that. Then we have this one. We can adjust the vertical scale. So we have a much more unique look from earlier. And then remember our bump map, or the clouds I mean. So go to your clouds, go to filters, go to stylize and select pixelate. And then we have another new look. So you can adjust the scale of the pixelate filter. So you have this very interesting cube style line. Maybe yeah, cube style line. So pretty interesting look. Maybe we can also add some, let's see, filters, stylize and high pass. Yep, so if you add some high pass filter, you will have really that unique look. Of course, if you arrange the high pass or the, how to say this, you arrange the filters, you can have also a distinct look. So in here, I just put the high pass below the pixelate. So I have another interesting look. So, but this one looks much interesting. So maybe around, let's see. Yeah, maybe this one is very interesting. Okay, so this already T3. So let's proceed to T4. So let's gonna duplicate again T3, Command D. So T4. Let's delete bump map and twirl. Let's also delete the replicator. Okay, so only the main replicator is left. Only one is left here. So the next thing, I mean not the replicator, but the rep source. So let's rename it as rep source again. So this rep source, let's gonna replicate again. So press L on your keyboard. Let's drag that again to the main group or the T4 group. So here on shape, let's change it to, let's see, check 3D, because the next step is very important. Here on shape, change it to sphere. And then here on the group, let's apply a sphere filter. So filters, distortion, sphere. So we have something like this. Of course, you can adjust the radius to make it much more like a sphere shape. So pretty interesting, right? Maybe you can play around this additive blend. Oh, looks so bad. My mistake. So you can do another thing here. Because this one, if we add some rate here on the angle randomness, you will have something like this. So it depends on you if you like this look or if you don't like. So you can just reset that. And then another thing, we can, let's turn this group first. We can turn off the spin behavior. So we only have this front showing. So let's turn off the other groups. Let's go back to our replicator group. So here on the sphere, right? Very simple now. So here on the replicator, you can now add some rate behavior in the angle randomness. So let's do that. Around like this. Okay, so pretty interesting look again. So maybe that's one T5, T4 and T5. Okay, let's turn off this group. Then this is the last one in this tutorial. Next is let's make a new group, Command Shift N. Let's turn off this 3D and turn off camera. So let's rename it as maybe T5. Let's proceed to T5, our last kinetic text for today. So I'm gonna put some text here. I'm gonna put, okay, then change the layout to, so go to layout, layout method to path. Change the path shape to circle. Go to format, increase the size. Okay, so let's reset this text. Then the next step, let's make a circle. So group this circle, reset the position, go to circle, go to shape, change the style to outline, increase the width. Then on this circle group, let's go to behaviors, basic motion, align to. Then drag the text inside the source well. Let's change our text color. Change it to black. And then our circle, go to geometry, increase the or reduce the radius. Let's also drag it below our text. So we have something like this. Then the next step, let's group this, Command Shift G. Let's rename it as source, src. Then after that, let's clone this source. Press L on your keyboard. Then here on the replicator, change the shape to line. Check 3D. Check face camera and check align angle. Change the start point and end point to 0, the X. So go to replicator, properties, and reset this. Okay. Go back again to replicator. Change the end point Z to however you like. Then increase the points however you like also. Then here on the start point Z, increase that one much closer to us. Okay, maybe let's increase the points more. Okay. Let's see if we adjust the angle randomness. So this one, very interesting. How about the angle? Also interesting. So let's do that together. So here on the angle, let's apply some rate behavior. It's maybe around this one, 78. Okay, let's go back to our replicator cell. Angle randomness, let's apply also again a rate behavior on here. Then let's change around 50. Okay, now maybe let's change it to negative 50. Why is that? Okay, maybe much higher value. Oh, too much. Maybe around 80. Then maybe lower value. Either way, you can skip the angle randomness. Then here on the replicator, go to properties. Let's add some keyframe on the X position. Maybe this one is the, I don't know. So this one on the middle, let's move it here. And then let's go to our first frame. Then here. Okay, then go to our last frame. Okay. Last frame is going back here. So if we go to our first frame, we have this. Okay, so that's how to make those kinetic texts in Apple Motion. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Also, we're gonna make something like this next week. Okay, see you again next time, guys.